Hi everybody, this is Amanda Stone again from Special Hearts Babies. This is the second part of stripping and doing a makeover for this mom for her little baby Liam. And the first steps I did was to remove all of the previous stuffing, disassemble the kit, and kind of see what we have to do as far as removing the paint and any glue or debris that was left inside. So I'm going to start by showing you just some of the things I'm going to be using today. So I have just some cotton balls, some longer cotton swabs, some shorter cotton swabs, gloves. I have a soft toothbrush to get into some of the nooks and crannies. You can see there's a lot of little tiny creases to get into, and it might be harder to get into those with just the cotton swabs. I also have some toothpicks or some popsicle sticks, and these are going to be used for any scraping of the glue inside the head. I also have Forceps, which I'll probably attach a cotton ball to clean out the inside of the head as well. I have some little plastic containers and a latex-free sponge. So I'm going to primarily be using the brush cleaner and restore from Windsor and Newton. This is supposed to be one of the best products to remove any paint from the vinyl kit. I also do have some acetone and some rubbing alcohol, and that is going to probably only be used on this little spot right here. The mom told me that this actually was a permanent marker and that paint was applied to try to cover that up. So I'm not really sure if just my brush cleaner will work on that. So we're gonna start and kind of dive in and find out. I'm gonna work first on the head and see what we can get off. And this is the first kit that I've ever worked on doing this to, so it is kind of an experiment, and the mom does know that, so she has trusted me with her kit, and we are gonna go from there. So I'm gonna start by just pouring a little bit of this into here. And since I have to remove everything, I'm going to probably start by using a cotton ball and see what we can get off. And I did already go ahead and wash him thoroughly with a mild dish soap. I used the regular strength blue Dawn dish soap to do that, and it's coming off pretty good. You can see at least the red part is. I'm not really sure about some of the bluer areas, but I'm gonna try to get kind of the darker parts of this off. And you don't want to scrub too hard. This vinyl does scratch very easily. That's why I also chose a soft toothbrush. And I'm going to just be very gently brushing with it. This is a Bountiful Baby Logan kit, and I believe it's a Reborn kit. And those vinyls are it's a very soft vinyl that scratches really easily. So I'm happy that the paint is coming off pretty easily. I'm not sure exactly what type of paint this is either, if it's heat set or if it's an air dry acrylic based. If I had to guess, I would probably say it's an air dry paint. That's what it looks like kind of to me, but I'm not sure, and she wasn't sure either. This process is going to be not a quick process. You do need a lot of patience, and it's not just all gonna wipe away easily. And what I'm gonna do is in between, I'm going to be washing the kit as well, just to get some of the chemicals from any of the cleaners I'm using off so it doesn't soak in. I'm hoping that this mark, oh yeah, looks like this mark is coming off really easily. And I don't see any permanent marker under there, which is really good. I was afraid it was going to be like a Sharpie mark, but I don't see any black staining, so that makes me really happy. So I'll try to work on some of the details here. It does look like whoever did this, whoever originally painted this kit, tried to root some eyelashes maybe. I see some little hairs, but they have not lasted. So hopefully those will be easy to come off as well. Okay. I'm gonna try to get some of this into the creases here of the eyes, which are some of the deepest creases. And then I'm gonna try a little toothbrush here. I'm just very, very gently, barely even touching it. I don't wanna cause any scrapings or scratch marks. And that seems to be working really, really well. Yeah, that looks much better. I do have some really, really tiny brushes that I might be able to get in there and get the rest of that cleaned out. So that's good. I'm gonna also see about starting on the lips here. I don't think I'll have a problem getting this off too, because I can already see it coming off a bit. Thankfully, it doesn't appear that the original artist used very much paint on this, so there's not layers and layers and layers I'm having to try to remove, which is a good thing and kind of also a bad thing, because to create skin depth and to create details and lifelike skin, you do need to use many, many transparent thin layers. But this definitely also did not look as lifelike as it should, I think. So this is going to be a long process. I'm not going to do the entire video in regular speed at this, because you'll be sitting here with me for a really, really long time. But what I am going to do is I'm going to speed up the video, and you can kind of watch me remove the rest of this paint. Okay, so I have gotten off most of the paint, as you can see. It's still pretty shadowy in this area, and I'm not getting any more paint off. Oops. Okay, so I got most of the paint off. There's still some little areas I need to go over. It's still really shadowy on the nose and cheeks in this area, and I'm not exactly sure what to do about that yet. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean out the inside of the head, and I'm gonna do that with my forceps and cotton ball. I'm gonna just use think I'll probably use a little bit of this, of just the rubbing alcohol. Let's see how that goes. See how easy or difficult it is to clean up. It does look like it's coming off pretty good, so we'll be able to see kind of a close-up of what was sticking inside here. And as you can see, little particles of sand. That is definitely a sand that has dirt in it. You can see the brown, which may have caused some of the staining in the front. Not sure. It's just not okay to use sand inside these Reborn kits. That is just doing a disservice for your customers to do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean the whole inside of this as well, again with soapy water. As you can see, that is still getting a lot of dirt. Got most of the sand out. I'm kind of trying to work on what I suspect is probably glue stuck to some of the polyfill that was in here, because it's not really wanting to come off. So what I'm going to do is just use my forceps and just gently pull out some of this that's sticking. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, this is working well. Ugh. The glue is almost, it's peeling off, which is good because when I go to re-glue it, I'm going to use, I think it's called E6000. It's a permanent, kind of almost like a silicone-based glue that will not peel off. I use that for all my magnets. So the last thing you want to do is put a glue in here that's going to eventually wear off, and then next thing you know, you have the pacifier not wanting to stick, and a magnet just kind of rolling around in there. So I'm not sure. It looks like I'm pulling off the glue right now, right behind the eyes, and it's peeling, which is good. I think they probably tried to glue the eyelashes behind there, so, but you can see all that sand just stuck in there. Yeah, you can can see the hairs in there from where she tried to glue the eyelashes. And there just keeps coming more. So I'm going to continue working on that because that will take me a little bit longer. And then I'm going to also continue to strip the paint off of the limbs and see what we come up with afterwards. But so far I'm really happy that I'm able to get as much paint as I am off of this to kind of start fresh. So I'll come back on when everything is stripped and go on to the next step. Thanks guys for watching.